The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now listening to the Allen and DJ Show on 103.5 FM WLSP-LP, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. We're here to talk about self-improvement, lifestyle, and becoming the very best version of yourself.
You're now listening to the Allen and DJ Show.
Yo, 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 Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is. It's time for the Allen and DJ TV show program, and I'm Allen.
And this is your boy DJ.
DJ, man, what's going on, Seven?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
You know, it's been a long couple of days, man. You know, we're traveling from Chicago, going to Hinsdale, Illinois, even meeting the writer of Days of Our Lives, great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Just so much, man. And then, you know, just getting these crazy text messages on the way back. I'm like, Bambi, why you tripping? You need to go back into the forest where you at. Go back into the house that I built beside the forest and I'll be there. And I'm just like, dude, like all I did was just, you know what I'm saying, I complimented another deer. Yeah. I said, like, I'm glad that you into the arts and the entertainment field, and I was happy for it. And then, you know, I'm like, why you tripping? You know, I feel like I ain't need all that, DJ.
Absolutely.
I just, like, sometimes, like, her insecurities just get the best of me. Let's talk about that today.
Okay.
Let's talk about that, because I've been talking to, you know, some of the homies here, and I didn't put their names out there. I've been talking to, you know, a couple of female friends of mine, and, you know, like, sometimes I hear a lot of insecurities in their conversation. But that's okay, though, because we're going to tighten that up for you, because we're only going to give it to you the way that the Allen and DJ show is custom to giving it to you. Mm-hmm. So when it starts with signs of insecurities in a relationship, DJ, a lot of people don't really mention this, and this is kind of like something you really got to pay attention to.
Absolutely.
So it's a bullet point number 1, self-depreciating language. Like, why is that is serious when it comes to insecurities in a relationship?
The reason why this is so important is because, like, what this does is, like, if this is not contained, it can lead up to, like, poor self-esteem, depression, internalized attacks, basically meaning, like, devaluing your qualities and your capabilities.
Right. So, you know, like, I done dealt, you know what I'm saying, like with friends, mm-hmm. or, you know what I'm saying, like certain, you know what I'm saying, maybe coworkers that I used to work with in the past. Mm-hmm. And then going into the gym, like you see a lot of insecurities in the gym.
Absolutely.
Like, because they self-insecure about their body. They might be insecure about their mental state. And you see others in the gym that's like just a little bit more in shape than you are. And then the insecurities kick in because maybe your girl might have said, hey, that guy's really in shape. And you shouldn't be jealous. Like, you're supposed to be like, that's what's up. Like, man, I'm finna get there too. But yet, you let it get to you. Because I done seen a whole argument in the gym, DJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over that. And that's what gave me the idea to do this show. Yeah. And you constantly battling over oneself or downplaying, like, your accomplishments or other accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I say, for an example, hey, Allen, you started to look good. Like you lost about 12, 13 pounds so far. Man, I don't know, man. You know, ain't what my girl think, man. You know, like, man, I wish Bambi looked at me like the same, but I don't know, man. Maybe someday. And that's self-depreciating yourself. And then it shows, like, not so much in your physical like in your verbal language, but it shows in your physical stature as well.
Absolutely. Maybe
the shoulders are more slumped down. Or you just looking depressed. You like, man, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Nah, man, I'm good, man. Come on, you don't want to do that.
Yep. And, like, another example of, like, how this is used is basically, like, let's say if your wife is cooking you something to eat, and all of a sudden you like, hey, dear, this is the best meal I ever had in my life. And all of a sudden, she say, like, it was okay. I could have did better. And you be like, but it was good to me. But,
Right.
well, I could have, if I would have added some more beans, it would have been better. And
Right.
you like, come on, man.
You know, like, you self-sabotaging yourself to a degree
Absolutely.
too. Like, you self depreciating yourself. And like DJ said, like you could say, man, like this chili was fire, man.
Yeah.
Like, you did the right seasonings and yeah. I mean, it was all right. Like I felt like if I should have just added a little bit more spice to it, no. This was perfect.
Absolutely.
Like stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes you angry. Like, why'd you keep shooting yourself down? You got to stop that.
And the crazy thing about that too, before we move on, is like the reason why this is so important is because like it's hard to please this particular type of person because they're hard to please. It's hard to please themselves, basically.
Exactly. So if it's hard to please themselves, which is that's what you have to pay attention to when you're getting into a relationship. That's why I always tell everybody to be friends first because there's a lot of stuff that y'all could avoid before jumping into something. But these days, people don't want to seem to just be alone and learn themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so now, as you starting to spot this, now this, oh man, look, man, I don't know what's up with her, bro. Like, man, she tweaking. She always putting herself down. But you knew what you were getting yourself into when you're dealing with somebody like that. And maybe this could have been something from the past because she got rejected so much or, she might have felt like a failure in her family. So when somebody finally saying, hey, you're doing a stellar job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think I am? Like, I'm supposed to do this better than that because the past. And sometimes you got to go back to the past. And it's always good to have these conversations of like, how was your upbringing? What was this like? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to bullet point number 2, excessive need for reinsurance. And this has happened a lot, DJ. Why is this
Absolutely.
important when it comes to signs of insecurities in a relationship?
Because like with this situation, what happens is like this can be actually caused from a deeper issue that you actually can't solve. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and they constantly need reassurance, it's not all the time because of you, but it could be because of a deeper issue that happened in the past. Meaning like they might have been suffering through some type of depression, OCD, some type of anxiety, and that's what can contribute to it.
And then, like excessive need for reassurance is always like you feeling like, okay, I got to constantly keep seeking the validation from others. And, you got to constantly keep trying to get others' approval. So for an example, like when you see people post, some people post all freaking day long, 24/7, 865. And I used to be guilty of that in the past too. It seemed like when you're doing that, you're constantly looking for somebody's approval and you constantly like the validation from others. And that's like an energy booster for you and you feed off of it because you're like, oh yeah, well, for real. You know what I'm saying? So then, you saying like stupid stuff like, who's gonna come over and scratch my feet tonight? And they'll all raise your hands at once. What? That is dumb.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, have you been on some posters and they be like, who want to buy me something to eat? Don't all raise your hands at once. And it's just stupid stuff. Or like, I'm curious. Hey, you ever know what this was like when you're doing like a sexual activity? Because I don't want to get too explicit. And you be like, dude, first off, not only are you disrespecting yourself, but it's a lot of disrespect for Justin in general because it seems like you're insecure within yourself. So you got to constantly keep putting stuff out there just to keep seeking that validation. And, like you got to realize this, sweetheart, and you too, gentlemen. And after this, I'm going to kick the bucket to DJ. You making yourself look bad.
Absolutely. And also, like, when it comes down to excessive need of reassurance, like, you also start to seek reassurance externally and internally. But let me break each one of them down. Like, externally, you'll basically seek reinsurance by other people affirmations, meaning like if somebody compliments you and stuff like that, you seek that, and then they're constantly keep having to do that in order to boost your ego. And internally, it'd be like you do it within yourself, find something personal to boost yourself up, or use any type of personal resources that don't nobody else know about, and basically use that to boost yourself up. But you'll have to constantly go back to that thing in your head as like a coping mechanism to boost your ego.
Yeah, a lot of people do things from the ego. Insecurities come from what? The ego.
Ego.
Or, somebody be braggadocious. It comes from a what? Ego thing. So, make sure, you keep your ego in check, and, start looking for the reinsurance, and start looking for stuff from like other people. You know what I'm saying? Or like the approval of others. Like, you don't like it, you're gonna like it. Like, there's some shows we did that was just straight garbage. And there was some shows that we did with just top tier. You like it, you like it. You don't have to watch it.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is, So, you can't get insecure like, man, I know we should have did that show, man. You know what I'm saying? Then so now you extra pushing it things. Sometimes you can shove things in people's face too much.
Absolutely.
Which is bullet point number 3, blaming others.
Oh, man.
So how's this tied to insecurities, DJ?
Because what this person does in the relationship is basically like they're blaming other people, but they're not taking accountability for their own situation.
Exactly. So, when you're, okay, let's say if, for an example, we went to a Bucks game. And, I wasn't supposed to spend a certain amount of money, but I did. Because why? I'm looking for my homeboy's approval. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want the reinsurance that I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? And then now all of a sudden I'm not being responsible. And my insecurities, instead of saying, hey, you know what? Damn, baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I messed up. I hooked up with my dirty, you know what I'm saying? And I spent a little bit too much change. And I know, we got bills coming up. And, I'm going to figure out a way to get this money back. And instead of saying that, you go off and blame it on the next guy.
Absolutely.
And you say, oh, man, man, I just feel sorry for dude. I ain't want to eat in front of him, so I bought him something. And then, dude wants some of the highest tickets, man. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. No. Because, and I'm going to hit it from you from this standpoint. She might be boasting your friend up. Follow me, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it to her.
So she might be boasting your friend up. She might say, why don't you work out like DJ? Or why don't you, do a skincare routine and do certain things like Al? Or, like, why don't you try to level up? Like, why don't you try to start a business? Like, have you ever thought about keep trying to do this, then doing that? So you try to deplete that man behind his back like he doing the worst, he garbage, X, Y, and Z, and you know that's far from the truth. Because why? You're battling within your own insecurities. So you sitting there blaming others to make others look bad instead of taking the ownership for yourself.
Absolutely. And also, when it comes down to blaming others, like what that person in the relationship will start doing too is like they'll start to blame their past. They'll start to blame their past relationships, their friends, their family, and their current relationship for why they're acting the way they are.
Yeah, because once again, like, I need you to look at me in a certain type of light, and I need your validation. Like, don't you know that your energy is power? Like,
absolutely. So
what you're doing is giving attention to stuff that doesn't really mean anything. So if I keep stroking your ego all day long and, like validating you and saying, hey, like, you shouldn't have did this, but do it like this next time. And then, you want her to look at you a certain type of way because she already looking at dirty in another certain kind of way. So like, have you ever heard some parents that be like, you should be more like your cousin. Derek's in school and Derek got a degree and Derek is an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doing this thing.
I used to get those speeches.
Right. So therefore, you look for something like, he got arrested last night. hey, mama, look at this. Man, look, I told you about him. See, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, I ain't want to be like him. Or, baby, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least I be working and stuff. Like, you know, it might not be the best, but, baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying. And, man, you know, like, man, I told dude not to do that. You blaming him for stuff. You blaming others for stuff because you can't take ownership of where you at in your life and what you should be doing and where you need to be. So that's the insecurity problem.
Absolutely.
And bullet point number 4, let's talk about complaining and criticism. Now, how does this tie into signs of insecurities in a relationship, DJ?
Man, what this leads up to is like eventually this leads up to being judgmental. So everything that you do is not good enough. So you being critiqued about it, you being judged about it, and you're never satisfied. So it's like nothing is either never good enough or never satisfied with the result.
So, you know, like, let's say, you know, she wear this favorite dress. And that dress might be tight. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you see mama figure, you know, she looking like a cold body shape. And you're complaining. You're throwing, like, bad criticism. Like, man, like, you know, you're going to go out there and look like a slut. That's how you want them to think about you? Like, you know, you shouldn't be doing that and woo-woo. And you're finding a fault within others in certain situations instead of there's, like, no real reason for a situation to even happen. Like matter of fact, like, there's no even, like, it's not even really a reason to be even complaining, but you're complaining. Yeah. And you're complaining a lot. And, you know, like, you criticizing everything she do or everything he do. Why do you eat your fries, you know what I'm saying, before you eat your burger? Man, that's what I want to do. Like, why are you complaining? like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, stop critiquing the way I eat. Man. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, when you do that, you used to drink with a straw. Baby, look, I'm at home. I'm not at a restaurant. Like, I could drink out of my glass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, never mind, because I was just saying, you know, now that's all that complaining and all that criticism. And that could push people away, man, for real. Because, like, don't nobody want to hear that 24/7, man. Absolutely. You want to push me away, complain, and keep having and keep throwing constructive criticism out there. Like, matter of fact, it's not even constructive at times. You just complaining for no reason because it's the insecurity that's going on inside you.
Tell them. Nah, but what this also does is it can turn into arguments, man, if you're not careful. But also, like, this leads to the spouse to either be cautious or perfect, which can't not be sustained for a long period of time. So that person either be walking on eggshells to try to do what they need to do to please that person, or they'll try to be too perfect and get to the point to where, like, they can't sustain that 100% of the time.
No, and that's frustrating, you know what I'm saying, to even try to be living like that or to try to act like that and knowing that, you know, that's not your character. So, you know, when a person does that a lot, you know, like in a relationship, there are signs of insecurities, you know. They complaining and, you know, they might be complaining about what you wearing, what you doing, you know what I'm saying, any and everything because of the insecurities within themselves. And then they know that other men would be looking at you, or for my fellas out there, they know that other ladies would be looking at you and giving you compliments because, you know, you got that good fragrance on, that good niche. You're smelling like $1 million, baby. Teeth pearly white, you know what I'm saying? You stay freshed up, you know what I'm saying, from head to toe. And, you know what I'm saying, you got your business going on. Now, you know what I'm saying, you on your purpose, and here it go. So it's going to be constantly complaining and criticism to try to knock you down. But let's talk about bullet point 5, constantly apologizing. Oh, now, this is bad. Insecurities in a relationship, DJ.
It's real bad. And what this does is, like, this basically can lead to over-validation. Which meaning, like, they're basically apologizing for everything that they do, even if it's not their fault.
Yeah, you know, so, like, if, you know, like, it could be areas of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, look, it could be, like, little minor errors, right? Yeah. Or, you know, or even, like, some, like, type of, like, shortcomings. They keep apologizing when it's not even necessary to apologize, you know, like, it'd be, like, little crazy things, you know, because they're insecure of what you'll think about them. Or, you know, like, they might be with their friends and, you know, like, they say something that's, like, not even that personal, but it could be a little bit out of pocket. But, oh, like, I'm sorry. Or, should I get another shot? But I don't want you to think that I'm an alcoholic, Alan. You know how they go. You know how they go. So, you know, you constantly apologizing, and you know, you kind of get to thinking after a while, like, man, like, did you go through this in a previous relationship?
Yep.
And she might start opening up about, you know, how she probably got abused, physically abused, mentally abused, financially abused, and you know, we did shows on that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, she don't know any better because she might have been with this guy for such a long time, or maybe this dude might have been with this girl for such a long time, and she financially and probably like, let's say verbally abused, you know, like abused him. So now like he at a point where he's in a new relationship or she's in a new relationship, and she probably thinking like, man, he might be just like the other guy. So she constantly keep apologizing. You like, hey, mama, look, calm down. You don't gotta do all that. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Is it too hot? Oh, I apologize. I can just go cool it off for you. Hey, sit down and watch TV. Sight. You know what I'm saying? Calm down a minute. So, you know, those are insecurities that, you know, she might have within herself that you have to watch out for.
Absolutely, and that's funny that you mentioned it earlier about it could actually result from like basically unsolved traumas in that person's past.
Yeah.
But like also like if you keep apologizing, what also happen is like you sometimes make that other person think like you're actually hiding something.
All facts, man. You know, like I just feel like that's an insecurity that if you do have that, please work on it. Mm-hmm. Because you could just be doing everything right. Because everybody's different. Maybe because like what the last girl might have done to you or the last dude done to you. And, you know, that's the insecurity because, you know, they might have said, man, like, you dumb. Like, excuse me, ain't nobody gonna want this. And you know, like, ain't nobody gonna want you. Like, you can't even cook. And really, you like, you know what I'm saying? You might be you might be an excellent cook. So, you know, you're doing little things to try to make him happy. And once you know what I'm saying, like, let's say you made this meal and everything, and you like, did I put enough cheese on there? Ooh, like, I apologize. Let me go do that real quick. I'm like, baby, like, you got to calm down. Like, why you always apologizing to me? Like, dude, like, it's straight. You know what I'm saying? But that's all she probably know because, like DJ said, past traumas, man. So watch out for those signs when it comes to relationships. And let's talk about bullet point number 6, man. Body posture.
Oh, this don't get talked about enough, man.
And this ain't no joke. This is a very underrated one. So DJ, break it down. Take us home with this one, man.
Basically, like if you have like bad body posture, what this can do is like it can cause and lead up to misunderstandings. Meaning, like if you're slouched over, if your arms are crossed, or if you're turning away, it can create a distance between you and your relationship.
Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna lie, because certain people make me feel like that at work sometimes. I don't want to get into that because I'm going through it a lot at the gym and everything. But but you know, body posture could come from like, you know, this person could be just like hunched over, or you know, they're showing like less eye contact, or you know, they might be taking up less space, and they might do like a lot of fidgeting, and you know, that could be because they never probably had attention before, or you know, they never probably had compliments like that, or you know, you might be so like appealing to them that you know you make them nervous and frigid in a little bit, and then they on insecurity start playing in their head like, oh, what if I'm too fat, or what if I ain't tall enough, or I can't believe he's looking at me like he probably think I got a booger in my nose or something. So you know, like you know, so what you're doing is saying all these negative affirmations in your head, and that's the insecurity.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you have to work on that.
And like what it also does is like it makes the other person question themselves and the relationship.
Yeah. Because I mean, like it's like at the end of the day, man, like don't nobody want you hearing that. So, you know, if I'm coming over to you and we having a good time, but your body language is saying something different. See, I just don't pay attention to physical. I don't pay attention to just so much as mental as well. Mm-hmm. I pay attention to like eye contact. I pay attention to your body posture. And sometimes I done been around chicks and they was like they would tell me, they'd be like, man, you know, like my dude this and he's that, and you know, I'm just like, I'm sexually frustrated. And I'm like, dude, like I could tell because I could see it in your body posture. And, you know, she might, dang, like, am I doing my job right? Or like, am I pleasing them? So like all these negative insecurities now starting to play in her head. And you can start seeing it in her face, her body language and everything. So, you know, this is important when it comes to insecurities in a relationship because insecurities will kill your relationship faster than anything. Behind that, I would say cheating. Because insecurities leads into what? Cheating. Cheating is the main objective, right? But what if you put the first thing that happens before the cheating, it starts off with an insecurity. So your body posture looking all crazy and you're like, dang, baby, like what's up? Like, what I do now? I know you thinking about her. If you want to be with her, go be with her. You was probably over there anyway. No, I don't want to hear it. You was over there all night. And all of a sudden you're like, baby, stop playing. Now you leaning all on the plan. Don't touch me. And all this weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? So now, you like, dude, she tripping, man. She got some bad insecurities about, you know what I'm saying? So then what's going to happen is like, well, I might as well do it because you keep saying I'm doing it anyway.
Yep.
So I might as well just have fun. So like, ladies and gentlemen, like, man, be careful with stuff like that. Like, for real, for real.
Absolutely.
And 7, clinginess. I hate that.
Man, dog.
Oh, I hate that, man. Like,
I know you definitely hate that.
Because it's like, I feel like I'm suffocating.
Yep.
But why? So DJ, take us home with this one, man.
All right.
How does clinginess ties and ruins, and how does it lines up with insecurities when it comes to a relationship?
Basically, it makes the person act needy, dependent, jealous, and obsessive.
Man.
and it can lead to, like you said before, it can lead up to suffocation and loss of freedom. Meaning, like, you ain't got no freedom to do anything. You can't go nowhere without that person being attached to your hip.
Man. Like, so you say, yeah, you know what? Like, man, I'm going to go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, get a couple of, you know what I'm saying, sets in with the fellas today, you know, but, I'm coming with you. You like, dude, I'm just going to the gym. We worked out together this morning, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like, I want to do this, looking for any reason to go. Or you like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go out to the gas station real quick, go grab me something. And all of a sudden she get in her coat and say, hey, man, where you going? I'm coming with. You like, no, It seems like, man, no, bro, like, I can't take that. Because to me, it's showing that, you know, you have excessive need for attention and reassurance in the relationship. And one thing I will say, and I will agree, you'll be a great housekeeper because you're keeping me company. Like, you know you be around me 24/7. But, you know what I'm saying, like, all the other stuff, though, as far as, like, you know, like, get that man space or get that woman space, man. Like, you know, like I always say, if I like you, you gonna know I like you. But I'm not finna overcrowd your space. I'm not finna overdo it. Like, you can overdo something, man, and you doing too much. And it's like, dang, man, like, do he got any friends? Or, man, like, do she got any friends dirty? Like, man, like, she want to stay on the phone with me from the time I get in the car to the time I get to my destination. And this call me and, like, as soon as you make it, okay, cool. Okay, don't forget to call me on your break. Dude, I just talked to you. Like, what else more can we talk about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's insecurities because, like, she might be possessive.
Yep.
She might feel like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lost a lot of men and, you know, this girl took my man, so now the next one I get, he ain't getting out of my sight.
Absolutely.
Crazy, man.
And with this person, what also happens is, like, this person needs a lot of attention, communication, physical proximity, and constant reassurance, which can technically turn into an addiction.
No, facts, bro.
Meaning, like, an infatuation over that particular person. Like, that person tries to leave, then now all of a sudden that person goes crazy because you want to leave that person, and they were so dependent on you to be a part of their life. Now that you about to leave their life, now they don't know what to do.
You know, that's why I always say, you know, like, if you got insecurities in areas like that, you know, you need to really check yourself and practice on not how to be so emotionally attached. you know, and that's the quickest way for a woman to leave. Like, you think guys will leave quick, a woman to really leave when you get too emotionally attached. Like, I can see a woman doing that quicker than a guy, you know, because it looks bad on us as, you know, as men, you know, like.
Absolutely.
That's okay to build emotional attachment. I'm not saying that, but when you first start off into a situation, don't try to be too emotionally attached, because if you turn her back tomorrow and say I'm done, man, you're going to be flipping your tables over. You're going to be putting man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can put a weapon to your head. Oh, man, like, that should just end it all, bro. Life ain't worth living without her, man. And then you listening to songs, you know, you just looking at pictures of her. And my heart gets so weak. You play that emotions, and I can't even breathe. Oh, look at dude, like, come on, hey man, they do. You got some bad insecurities, bro. Like, you need to stop it, man. Get your butt up, man. Like, dog, bro. Like, man, you know what, dog? I will go to that spot. I remember, man. Christina used to love this place, man. Like, oh my God. Man, look at me when I'm talking to you, man. Hey, Dirty, look, we ain't finna have that, man. Like, everything we naming, she used to love that. Oh, barbecue chicken was her favorite pizza, man. Like, I'm like, Doc, stop it already. Stop it. Man, let it go. Man, I want to keep hearing that, man. Dude, she gone. Face it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're too clingy. That's what ran her off in the first place. Like, everything we talk about. Oh, man. Man, I know if she was here right now, bro, like, she would have told them honey barbecue chicken wings up. Okay, hey, DJ, he got one more time to bring her up. You bring her up, I'm going to just let him have it. But no, like, lay all jokes aside, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't try to get too emotionally attached, man. You know, you gotta chill out with that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, everything. I'm like, hey, look at William J. Smith in there laughing like, come on, man. It's true, like, that's like. You know what? I don't even want wings, because just you said she like this kind. I don't want them. I don't want. Hey, straight my whole menu. Hey, waiter, I want something different. Oh no, bro, no, bring me up. No, because you're too clingy. And now that she's gone, you clinging on us.
Yep.
Oh, bro, like everywhere. Hey, y'all, look, I can kick it with y'all because I feel like y'all my family. Everywhere. I'm talking about shoes. So we might finna go pick up these checks today. Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, I come with you, bro. Oh, hey, hold on. Like, Oh, hey, bro. Like, man, can y'all stop by and, you know what I'm saying, man? You know, like, man, come and get me, bro. We kicked with you the last 4 times, man. Hey, DJ, go. DJ, man, say something, bro.
Basically what this is, it's like, if not treated, man, like, this could turn into a drug, dog.
Man, it feel like, if we drugs down, we want to go everywhere we go. I'm like, and you ain't put my dirty name out. But Dirty, calm down, man. Like, you want to go everywhere.
Man.
I'm like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? If we go to the media center, you know, if we go record. Oh, bro, like, man, I come with y'all, bro. Like, man, just come and get me, bro. Like, I chill.
Hey, I had a friend just like that, man.
Like, dog, like, you
text me every day,
right.
Bro.
Like, Dirty, we got you off the crib. Like, remember, like, you went to Chicago with us yesterday.
Yep.
All right, cool, cuz. And then Will was like, hey, man, what's up with Seven? Like, man, what he doing here? Hey, bro, man, don't worry about me, cuz. We got the house. I'm like, dude, bro, like, man, you doing too much, G. You're doing too much. But let's talk about withdrawals, man.
All right.
When it comes to, like, insecurities, man. And this is serious.
Oh, yeah, this one is real serious. Like, what happens is, like, that person to pull back, leaving the partner to feel isolated and confused.
Yeah, you know, like, shutting down, isolating yourself from, like, social situations. It's stupid. You know, like,
Absolutely.
you know, it'd be like the littlest things. Like, she always gonna feel like, man, like, what did I do now? Or, you know, like, my Dirty, you know what I'm saying, might be like, hey, man, what's up? Like, why you tripping? Like, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Like, like, man, I just don't feel like talking about it. You might have said something that you might not even been aware of, and they just shut down.
Absolutely.
I said nothing, okay? I'm trying to watch TV. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, dog. She tripping. Now, I get it. You know, women be on their time of the month. You know, that fellas run out of the house. You be tripping, boy. You hear doors slam left to right. I'm like, DJ, man, what's going on over here, bro? Oh, dog, man, she tripping today. I see. Yeah, man, you know it's that time of the month thing, man. But then some people really do be on this too. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like it's some type of like insecurities. Like it could have been. Here goes a good one. And we got this yesterday. Waitress gave us a compliment on our fragrance.
Yep.
Oh, girl, shut all the way down. I never forget it like it was yesterday. I'm like, first of all, like, I ain't in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you came over here sitting down talking to us about our podcast and stuff. We never even seen from a can of paint. But, like, I could tell, like, it was some insecurities there. She just shut down, DJ. She just, like, man, what was that all about, man?
Man, that's crazy. And like sometimes with withdrawal, like what happens too sometimes is that person will sometimes use that as a coping mechanism to protect themselves from being hurt from the present and the future.
Yeah. And that's a good one, DJ. I dealt with people like that. They shut all the way down.
Yep.
And you're like, dude, I'm not that guy. I'm not here to hurt you. Matter of fact, I don't even play games like that. Yeah, I know, but like, I just came right now. I'm busy. I got to do this. I got to do that. And, you know, they making up stuff as it goes. You're like, man, what? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or make themselves real busy.
Right. And, you know, doggone well, you don't want to go to no symphony orchestra. You look like you don't even like stuff like that. But, you know, just because like they're being hurt so much, you know what I'm saying, that they try to withdraw themselves from the situation. Or, you know, everything can be clicking on all cylinders and I get into a little fight. Now this person want to withdraw.
Yep.
Which brings me into the next bullet point: jealousy and possessiveness. This is really crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember DJ, we talked about this show with signs of jealousy in the relationship, but this is like a big insecurity.
This, like the crazy thing is like we done witnessed this stuff with like talking to people, and like from what I observed from certain people, like this comes a lot of times when, or it can be stemmed from one person's elevation and another person's complacent.
Exactly. So if you complacent within life, but you know, you're dealing with a partner who has like, okay, you talking with somebody like me, for example, like I don't like staying at one place forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I need people around me who like the challenge to get better as much as I do. Because every year I feel like you're supposed to be better than you was last year.
Absolutely.
And some people in this world are just very complacent. You know what I'm saying? So they see that you elevating and they're hearing the compliments because they're not naive, like they're not dumb. You know, like they hear, oh man, girl. Yo, man, look like he had me hitting that gym lately, girl. Like, sure, he started to get cut. Shoes on me. If he lose like another 25, 30 more pounds, girl, like, he gonna be gone.
Yep.
And that's not necessarily even true. Would I probably get more attention? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna happen. Or, you know, hey, bro, girl getting real thick, man. Hey, bro, if she had that surgery, dude, you know, it's gonna be a wrap. You know, she get that BBL, bro, it's over with.
Yep.
And, you know, now all of a sudden, like, it's turning you into a jealous person, and now you're starting to get more possessive because you're scared of what this person could become.
Yep. And like, and I got an example. Like, have you ever heard this, Al, where like a girl will be talking to you or whatever, like not your girl or nothing like that. It's just a friend or whatever. Be talking to you, and they'll all of a sudden say like, well, if I didn't have a dude, or if you lost 20 more pounds, like I would have got at you.
Man, I heard that a lot, man.
Man, ain't that crazy?
That a lot, yes, sir. And you know, Lord forbid, you out with your woman somewhere, or ladies, you know, you out with your man, and you're doing everything right, you know, like you being flirtatious with her, you know, you giving her all your all your attention, and then like the waiter might come by and say, hey, you know what, you really got a nice smile, like that's, and all of a sudden, now you seem like you was liking it. What are you talking about? Nothing at all. And you like, dude, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So now, like, this turning into something serious. And that's jealousy, because you're trying to elevate. So, you know, you got your teeth done, or, you know, now you're getting your body right. And you just like one of those type of people, you don't like being complacent. But they do. And when you in a situation like that, or in a relationship, you need to start reevaluating things, or it's never going to work.
Absolutely. And this also can lead to like always being questioned all the time, and control issues.
Right.
Meaning like that person is always gonna question you every time you do something or every time you go somewhere. Be like, why are you going to the gym? You went to the gym yesterday. You going today too? You be like, yeah, I'm trying to better myself. Better yourself for who?
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, that leads to the control. Meaning like, maybe you shouldn't go to the gym today, or I cooked you something. Maybe you should stay at home and have dinner with me. And you be like,
yeah. Yeah, and then make you feel bad if you're like,
Yeah.
nah, dude, you know, man, I just want to go to the gym. Like, man, I'll holler at you a little later, you know. I say, okay, and see if I'll be here when you get back. And you're like, man, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't ever spend no time with me. And since the gym got in the way, you might as well be messing with the gym then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope the gym can give you what I can't give you. And you're like, dude, wow. So then if you a beta male simp, weak-minded dude, you're going to fall for the okie doke trap and you're going to sit at home. Hey, hey, DJ, man, what's up? Hey, bruh, man, go on without me, man. Ah, look at dog. You like, nah, man, bro, man, you know how, come on, yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Marie tripping again, man. Yeah, bro, man. You know how it is, man. I don't know what's up with Teresa, man. Nah, bro, man. It's all good. Yeah, bro, like, man, I'll catch y'all next time. She's smiling. Got you.
gotcha.
And last bullet point, self-sabotage.
Oh yeah.
Why is this important, DJ, when it comes to insecurities in the relationship?
Because like this person basically like forces themselves to end the relationship by like doing certain things in the relationship that they know that makes you mad, or how some people say get like certain icks that people can't tolerate.
Yeah.
Like they'll push them particular buttons.
And then, you know, it's like activity, like, well, so let's say, like, you know, you're undermining the situation and, you know, you undermining, like, one's efforts and goals. So I could be doing all that I can. You know, I'm, like, trying to make the relationship right. I'm talking to you. I'm being more open. You know what I'm saying? I'm being more open-minded. I'm being more considerate of your feelings. And that one little thing that I do wrong, see, I knew you didn't change. And you're like, man, what? Mm-hmm. What is you talking about? Like, dude, like, okay, wow, because I came home 30 minutes late. I got caught in traffic. Yeah, got caught in traffic with that girl. And then you like, dude, you know what, dirty? Like, I'm not finna do this, man. I'm not finna do this. Yeah. And, you know, you like, look, we'll talk about it in the morning because I don't want to fight with you all night. Like, no, like, we're not finna do this. I don't want to talk about it. Maybe it might just be over with now. It seems like, you know what I'm saying? You want it to be over. And now, why'd you self-sabotaging the situation?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you keep self-sabotaging your situation in so many words, you're going to self-sabotage everything you do in life, from business, career, goals, and all.
Yep.
So, like, be careful, stuff like that. That's a big insecurity that people don't talk about.
No, they really don't. And I got a little example of it real quick. I dated this one girl like 4 years ago, and we hit it off pretty good, and we was together for like about 3 months, and then all of a sudden she just started to do like little stuff to sabotage the relationship. So she'll be like, well, come meet me here. And I'll be like, I'm at work. You know what? Screw you then. Like, she'll just text that. Yeah. And I'll be like, what you mean screw me? You don't want to come meet up with me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm at work. Work's more important than me? I'm like, bro, are you serious? And
do I need to answer that?
Like, are you serious? But then I didn't catch it at first, and that was just dumb on my part. But then all of a sudden, it really came to pass when, like, I went out with her and we met at this restaurant and we ate food and we just started dating, but like we was eating food and all of a sudden she was like, oh, so I guess you don't want to put a ring on it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I got people right now that want to put a ring on it, like right now, and I don't even talk to them like that. And I'm like, what? Well, like, I'm like, sweetheart, where is this coming from? And she like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm out. And she got up and left.
Dang, man. Yeah. Like, man, that's cold, you know. And that's because, you know, she was planning from a situation of, you know, she wanted to manipulate the relationship in the situation. You know,
Yep.
she see her friends probably married, her family probably putting like negative stuff, and she getting bad advice.
Yeah.
And some of y'all women gotta be careful, and fellas too. I'm talking
Yeah.
to both genders.
Yep.
Because sometimes people can just be giving you bad advice and want you to self-sabotage your own self and the relationship, because you could be doing everything right by that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not disrespecting her. You showing her love, respect. You know what I'm saying? You doing things that a man probably never done. Probably not even her own daddy. You know what I'm saying? And for her to just be like, oh, you know what? I knew it. Michelle was right. You know what I'm saying? You is just like every other guy. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, but the difference between me, I'm just not going to entertain it. The door is wide open. Because I'm not going to deal with that. Like, I hate that. Out of all insecurities, that self-sabotage stuff, I ain't with it. Because then that tells me you're still childish and you haven't grown up yet.
Yep.
And when it gets to stuff like that, man, I'm not going to entertain it. Like, I got to let you go.
Yep.
And I'm going to wrap this up, DJ, with our final thought, man. What's the final thought that you want to tell the people when it comes to signs of insecurity in a relationship?
Basically, like, with all these signs, man, like, these are ultimate red flags that you need to watch out for in a relationship, all of them. And all of them are dangerous if you don't seek them, or if you don't see them right away, or even if you let them, or you do see them and you let them play out, then this can be very dangerous in the long run. So if you see these flags or see these signs, you need to get out of the relationship right away.
I agree. You know, and DJ right. You know, like, you see like the majority of these signs, and there's more signs than this, but these are the ones that we feel like that really stands out the most. You know, you see these type of signs, man, get out of there. You know, like, it's not worth it, because if you keep yourself emotionally attached to a situation that's not working, it's going to be harder for you to withdraw from that situation later. That's why when people go through breakups, it might take a long time for them to get over that particular person, because it was too much emotionally invested and the other person wasn't as emotionally vested. So that's how a lot of insecurities will kill your relationship. It kill it faster than cheating. So I would say just watch that, man. Please do. And you're listening to the Allen and DJ Show. You can find us at the Allen and DJ Show at gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. You can find us on our fan page on Facebook at the Allen and DJ Show, and on YouTube at the Allen and DJ Show. And you can find William J. Smith on Facebook and Instagram. And you can find my personal page, yours truly, Allen Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, man, don't let insecurities take you out of the game. You know what I'm saying? You be the security of the relationship. Because you know why? Why, Al? Because we want you to stay well. We want you to stay healthy.
Peace.
That's it, man.